Welcome to the second channel, Mr. G-Dubs, where I made a video with Wendy Goon on the main channel. I'm not going to talk about it on the second channel. That's the video. This is a month late, but that's fine. So, this was the long-awaited sequel to me and Wendy Goon showing each other scary videos, trying to scare the shit out of each other for charity, because we're wholesome. This was an interesting turn of events, because if you watch the first one, all I sent to Wendy Goon was a bunch of top 10s and shit, like number 15, all that crap. It's all I sent to Wendy Goon, right? And he was unfazed. He gave me a bunch of gimmies, all right? And it's fine, I respect him for it. It was for charity. He showed me a bunch of best score videos, live leak videos, dead bodies. He very much showed me a dead body. It's not even a joke. He showed me a corpse, and I posted it on my YouTube channel. Guess if that video was monetized. It wasn't. The second time around, I needed to adjust my strategy, right? I decided, well, let's play to the crowd in the negative way. I went Uncanny Valley.
I don't like that. I don't like whatever that is.
Take that, Wendy Goon. I went Ocean. I know you don't like the ocean.
I hate it. Stop.
Take that, Wendy Goon. And what is the third thing I did? Oh, he's a mountain man, a lumberjack, one with the trees, so I included something with the trees. See if that could get him. And I think I did fairly well. I think I did okay. I definitely hit him with some, I also kind of cheated. And I made my own video.
Hello, Wendigo.
No, you did.
which was very fair for him to be very offended by that I would do that. But I needed my fail-safe. It was the last video, just in case everything else failed. I needed the ace up my sleeve. It was my safety net. If everything else failed, maybe I can bamboozle you with this one. And I did, but the problem was that everything else kind of worked too.
I don't like that. No, ew. No,
So, I just looked like a dick. Fair. Very fair. Let's just hope no one watched that far in the video to see that I'm a sleazeball. Let's hope retention rates dropped. Anyways, funny enough, the switcheroo on this one was Wendy Goon hit me with my own fire. He hit me with the top 10s.
Context for the video, the YouTuber writes,
Burger King foot lettuce, the whole 9. That was everything he threw at me. And it was just interesting results. We both hit each other, I think we tied on this one. Did we tie on the first one? I don't know if maybe we're just destined to tie. I don't remember the first one. That was also like a year ago. But regardless, I am here to read some of the comments that you guys left to see if I can clear some things up, give some extra background banter, or just laugh at your funny little haha comment. Anyways, try to find my worst fears featuring Wendy Goon. Code of Claw said, Wendy Goon's laugh after dead bodies leads me to believe that he had in fact amassed an entire playlist of nothing but dead bodies, and he had to quickly switch to a backup playlist. I saw this one very quickly when this video was posted. Very funny comment. There was quite the hee-haw that Wendy Goon let out after that one. It's just all dead bodies this time. Alright, so we're gonna start out with this. I think it's funny because as soon as he laughs, he immediately like goes down like he's grabbing his mouse. Oh fuck, switch to this playlist. Perfect, beautiful. Carson Arson said, I love it when Dad and Uncle Dad make videos together. Take a wild guess, I am Uncle Dad? It sounds like the worst of the two, but I'll take it, that's fine. Wendy Goon can keep his throne on that one. That's okay, Carson. Hilarious that got so many likes and everyone just instantly understood. Lord Wood said, in regards to the house walkthrough, it's made by Japanese artist Piro Pito. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. And you probably aren't seeing a demon, yokai, or spirit in the corner of your vision. The story seems fairly obvious if you are paying attention. So let's start a bit condescending. So you're on the third line. You have 12 lines, and then that's how we're okay. I'm kidding. There is a typhoon in Japan. The narrator references that the wind woke them up. They go through this home, which looks like it has been hit by a terrible disaster and have been left to rot. And as they go, it gets worse, more distorted with each repeat. Eventually, they come to a room and say, "Grandmother's here," showing a strange rendition of what seems to be a person. They repeat this for grandfather, who is in the bath. The narrator eventually returns to the room. It seems fairly clear to me, and most people have seen it. In August 2016, a typhoon hit Japan. Typhoon M. The video was posted in October 2016, and another interesting fact, Typhoon M had 3 casualties, and there are 3 characters in this art piece of Piro Pito, and that is likely no coincidence. This house tour is purgatory, the spirit walking through their home after the storm where they and their family died. After they have shown us their home, the place they live, the place they cherish, they return to their bed and go to sleep one final time. Okay, I definitely had zero context as to that second part. Very interesting news there. Yeah, when I had first seen it, I didn't know entirely how to take it. I thought it was really just for the sake of spectacle, I guess. Because where the fuck else was my mind? I didn't have the most lore on the Typhoon M. Yeah, that's very interesting, and just the whole process itself was insane, especially after watching the behind-the-scenes thing with Wendigoon. The creativity of that person is insane. I can't even begin to properly compliment it. Jason Collins said, I don't know if it's just me, but I'd be all for if Wendy and Gigi made a channel where they react to scary videos together. I couldn't be the only one who'd enjoy that. Well, you might be. 680 people gave you a like. It's a fair backing, I would say. One tiny part of me thinks like, yeah, that'd be fun. And then the other part of me thinks, we would get sick of that fairly soon. The scary videos thing works because it was, what, fucking 10-month gap in between them that we did. I think after a while, it would be a bit much. I can speak even from making just a scary video things on my channel. Now, granted, there might be a difference because you're introducing another person, which could make it so much more fresh than just me sitting here and being fucking cynical Sally watching all this bullshit in these top 10s. But yeah, for sure. Yes, Jason, yes. Lucas said, Wendy and Mista? Nighttime? Hell, is this everyone? Is Wendy a common nickname? I've asked this in another video. Is that just a thing? We're not for the 3-syllable names? I mean, I get it, Wendy and Mista rolls off the tongue more than the alternative, but I guess I'm out the loop, clearly. I'm a little old. Hell yeah, I'm ready to be spooked. Well, hopefully we've ruined your fucking night and you had nightmares and your circadian rhythm was all off and you woke up in a panic because that's what you wanted. I'm hoping we brought you that because we care. Mike Brown said, in Japanese horror, there is a storytelling theme game known as Kaidan. It's an old game from the Edo period where groups would tell horror stories to each other surrounded by candles or a lantern, up to 100 of them. And after each tale was finished, a storyteller or an attendant would extinguish one light source. That's very cool. As the night goes, it gets darker and darker. Ooh. And it evolved into a tradition of telling the same story or series of events, making them darker and more gruesome with each telling. This sounds like a concept for a movie. Several J-horror games play on this concept, and it's popped up in a few J-horror movies too. Well, there you go, I guess. Fucking answer my own thing. I think that's what the last story was playing on with the repetitive lines and actions. I would love to see that concept if you have actual horror game names as well as horror movies as well. Drop them in the comments below. Brittany said, Wendigoon, the freakiest part about minute 17, guy chasing the car, is that humans don't have the membrane that causes eye shine, absolutely burning a fellow zoology major. Let's fucking go. Shout out to your zoology major in the comments. Yeah, that thing's not human? Okay, that makes me feel better about things in life. I'm not gonna rewatch that video, by the way. Nick said, Japanese sliding doors are scary enough. Imagine a horror game in just an old Japanese house. I'm assuming some people have some things. Fatal Frame has plenty of that. Let's fucking go, Sans the Drummer. Ire said, I absolutely love my house walkthrough. I'm so happy you saw it and that you liked it. I very much did appreciate it. Shout out for Wendigoon for throwing it into the video. XO Primo Rose said, this is like watching Dashi and Corey. One a pretty known Christian who does not cuss and the other has a pretty foul mouth. Who's who? I can take a guess, but I don't want to assume things. But both found commonality in horror and trying to scare the piss out of each other. Love both guys, love the friendship. The funny thing is, I feel maybe I kind of shy away from this sometimes. Sometimes I try to not curse as much, only because, you know, I don't want to be the pretty foul mouth out of the two. Especially when Wendigoon's not handing out any curses. Makes me look twice as bad. Makes me look like I got a sailor's mouth. So, funny enough, when you watch me, sometimes, that's me holding back from cursing. You can see, yeah, it comes pretty naturally. I'm sorry to anyone I offend, but that's me. Sorry. Necrologist said, I like how Wendigoon is just laughing and giggling when he shows a video. I mean, that's kind of the whole base of the video concept that we have, right? It's us being absolute children. It's like someone showing someone else the maze game back in the day and being like, he's about to get to the end, go scare him. That's what it is. That's literally the video. It's us being children and trying to scare each other. Yeah, laughing and giggling, it's perfectly expected. Future Wario says, I come from the future to tell you that in the year 2027 AD, that you, Mr. Gigi and Wendigoon, are still my favorite YouTubers. Hey, let's fucking go, Wario. I appreciate that, Future Wario. Always coming back with good news. I was like the climate and stuff. It's fine. This person that I cannot read any of this, they have an O. They have an O in their profile picture. I think that's just by default. I feel like Gigi sometimes doesn't give Wendigoon a win when he is spooked, and Wendigoon gives a win when he's not spooked. I would disagree with me not giving Wendigoon a win when I'm spooked. I would probably more so agree with the latter. I think Wendigoon sometimes gives me some gimmies. But then again, in terms of gimmies in this series, there's like nothing wrong with that either, because sometimes, maybe the other guy's striking out and you'd be like, all right, let me give you some momentum. I don't want you to just be striking out. That's not fun, especially when it's for charity. You're not gonna say, no, fuck you. You didn't get me on that one. $0, bitch. End of the fucking video. Nothing. I'm not giving shit to charity. You suck. We don't want to do that, right? But no, if I get scared, I give it to Wendigoon. If there's one thing that I'm not, is a liar. All right. I'm a man of honor. I'm a competitive soul, and with that, if I lose, meaning I got scared, I give it to him. You can believe in that always. Son of a bitch. How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Chico Blanco said, somebody get Gigi a record deal already. This man's multifaceted. I think OMM must be an acronym, because the way I read it, I'm pretty sure it's not the way you meant to write it, but it sounds funnier that way. This man's multifaceted. Bare hands, baby. Nightmare said, yes, another collab with Wendigo. Let's go! P.S. If you want to scare him, Gigi, he hates the ocean. Show him the video of the diver getting stuck at the bottom of its depths. Edit. Oh, maybe you've preemptively followed this advice, but let's see what he did just for you. Why would you even type that if you're watching the video that's already posted? But regardless, funny enough, Wendigoon has some double agents in his camp. I've gotten DM'd on Instagram, not a bunch of times, at least probably just twice, where people have been like, hey, if you guys ever make another video like that, this will get Wendigoon. This will fuck him up. I didn't use any of the videos they sent me, but they told me more so like general topics and sent me like their own version of whatever the hell. And I already knew these things, right? I didn't need the advice, but just so you know, Wendy, as they call you, you'd keep an eye on your camp, all right? You got some traitors among us. I don't want to rat anybody out. I don't want to say any names, but just letting you know. And I think we'll wrap up the comments on that one, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. The merch is still live. Limited merch drop. Invis.tv/chapter1. We have dropped maroon pieces because the black ones did so well. Thank you guys very much for that. You can subscribe to the second channel. I am always going to be coming out with content consistently on this channel. And just because everyone always asks about the gamer sub shirts as well, if you're not fucking with the merch drop or you want both, gamersubs.gg, code MrGG, 10% off. I get asked about these shirts so fucking much. So, yeah. As always, I am Mr. GG, and I am out.